Best team victory. It was a team effort today. We just for most of the game, we were really in the right place. We really shared the ball on one end, took great shots, I thought, and then the other end we did a really good job of helping each other, and just made a very offensively efficient team that's very good. We just made it harder for them to score. So Really, I told the guys I appreciate their effort and their focus the last 2 days getting ready for Richmond, and it showed up today for the game. Really proud of them.
At this point last year, you guys improved offensively, and it kind of carried you to the backstretch of 18 play. From your perspective, just why is the offense, has been clicking so well the last 3-4 games?
Well, I think Marcus Evans is playing better, and I think we're sharing the ball better. I think we're just executing what we do better that way. We had some careless turnovers, but there's been less turnovers. And then look, when Bones is out there, it gives us another shooter out there that can make a number of threes and pass the ball, and it's just another weapon for us while we're executing. I think that's where you see the efficiency of our offense.
What sets Bones apart from other freshmen in the conference?
He's just a player, man. I mean, he's very coachable. He knows he's got to get a lot better. He's got to get bigger and stronger, keep getting better. But he has great joy to the game. So I'm not going to compare him because that's for other people to do. He's ours, and we got to make him better. He wants to get better. But he just, some guys just have an innate ability to play basketball with the ball in their hands. He's one of them, and he is a gift that way.
Marcus Evans was asked what's maybe been different over the past 4 games, and he said the phrase, "We bought in." We realize we've got so many scorers that we're now just letting it come to us. That's something you've been asking those guys.
Yeah, well, look, and it's not a knock. Our older guys just want to win so bad. They're so competitive. I mean, Marcus Evans' greatest gift is his competitiveness. He just scored 2,000 points. But on top of anything, he's so competitive. Our seniors want to win so bad. They're tasting it because they know this is it. And you still can't fight the game, and you play tense. Your shoulders are tense, your hands are tense, your jaw's tense. All that stuff comes into play, and you're not right. And it doesn't mean you're not listening to coaching or you're not trying to do the right thing, but it's just hard. And I always say you don't always have a clear mind. We've all been there, and I just think the last few weeks we've been chipping at it. And the older guys have had clearer minds, and the young guys are following them better, and we're just more locked into being in the moment. I really believe that.
From your perspective as a coach, what you guys see at halftime? They came out fire in there, and that seemed to be a pretty crucial point in the game, that second half run you guys.
Yeah, we just had some letdowns, the last 5-6 minutes of the half, where we got a lead and we let them come back, and that was disappointing. But against a good offensive team like Richmond, they're going to make plays, and they got too many good players not to. So it was. I walked in and just said 0-0, 0-0. Now I also told them though, if we give up 39 points, we're probably not going to win the game, and that we got to get our defense right and make it harder for them to score, especially around the rim.
Coach, speaking of defense and coming out of half, you rolled 2 bigs, I believe, to get Corey out of that. What did you see with that? And that's the 2 bigs is something you've been down.
Well, Corey's been healthier, or this is the healthiest he's been all year. I said it to the TV out there at the end of the game. He's one of my all-time favorite players to coach because he's so coachable and he does everything right. He's so disciplined on and off the court, and he's all about the team. He's all about the team. On defense, he does a great job of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes, doing his job, and then around the rim, you saw what he can do against really good players around the rim. And then offense, he's a great connector. He tries, except for that shot he hit on the baseline there, he usually takes advantage of what he can do. That's it. Doesn't try to do too much. And then he does a good job of getting his teammates open, bailing them out, connecting it, and if we call a play, he runs it perfectly every time. So that just gives us that. And look, when you have another big guy like that, then you can let the big dog Santos roam a little bit and make plays, and you saw that.
Coach, you mentioned Marcus Evans' 2,000 point. Obviously, being with him at Rice, how cool has it been to be able to see really every collegiate point of his?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of him. You guys don't know all this, I mean, he's 2 Achilles, A lot of other injuries you guys don't know about, concussion, maybe multiple concussions, and then everybody expects him to be perfect and score 20 and get 8 assists with no turnovers and press the whole game, right? And just watching him, he was so fired up about his teammates' successes today. He's just in the right place, and I don't care what anyone else says. We don't care about the noise, but to watch him and see where he's at right now and his approach and the type of teammate he's been, especially the Bones, I'll take that any day of the week, plus the 2,000 points.
Just how valuable was the bench today? I scored 36 to 8.
Yeah.
You've been obviously led by Bones and Corey, but just games like this, how valuable are they?
Yeah, I think, great. I thought Jaron gave us some good minutes. I mean, he had a couple fouls, but, freshman. So I went in there. I thought Keyshawn gave us great minutes. He had some great defensive plays that didn't show up on the stat sheet. He made a couple nice offensive plays. But, I trust those guys. That's the biggest thing with your bench. If you trust them, it's an Army approach. They gave us a great minutes in the first half and made the lead even bigger. And, that's a huge advantage. And the older guys the second half took it home. But this is a huge advantage. It's a fun way to coach when that second group, whatever you want to call it, that group that goes in, at times is better than the first group. But the first group cares about them doing very well. That's a good thing.
Coach, how did you think Grant Golden played out there? He's playing against the top 25 defense.
Yeah.
Guys swarming everywhere.
But he could play. You know what? He could pass, dribble, and shoot at a high level, and he just has a great feel. And you don't realize how big he is until he stands next to you. He's a huge guy, and he just has a great feel. And he does a really good job of taking advantage of edges and angles, and you see that the way he moves. And he was tough, but if he was going to score a lot of points, we needed him to shoot a lot of shots and just make it really hard for him. I thought Santos really ran him up and down. I think that was huge too.
Coaches, go ahead, Sean.
I was listening, you got a big one Friday night.
Yeah.
At Rhode Island, just your early thoughts about the second meeting.
Well, I told the guys if you win the last one, the next one becomes bigger. And that's why you come to VCU. That's the fun thing about this time of the year in a league like the A10. To go on the road is very difficult, but it's a lot of fun too. And Rhode Island took it to us here at our place here. They deserve to win the game. They played very well, and we got to play better than we did today to get a win up there.
I was going to ask you how different. What are they getting a different team up there Friday than they got here a few weeks ago?
I sure hope so, or I'm not going. Yeah, I hope so. There's a lot of we've really improved. I thought the last 2 weeks we improved as a basketball team, execution-wise especially, and then like Marcus said, being in the right frame of mind and right approach by our seniors. So it's what you want this time of the year.
Richmond only made 3 3-pointers on the night. How much of that was in the game plan? Just to
Yeah,
show them?
Coach Brunn had the scout. That was huge. If they were going to make a bunch of threes, we're going to have a hard time because their offense is already efficient enough. We had to make sure, use our length and get up in the ball and not give any open threes. We gave them a couple open ones that they missed in the first half, but that was number one on the list. We got to run them off the 3-point line.
But Mike, looking back at it now, the three by Bones to end the half after Richmond, I think it was a 26-5, 26-7 run. He hits that three to tie it up. Did you kind of get a sense that momentum has swung back to you going in that?
Yeah, but good players make momentum plays. He made one. He's probably going to make a bunch more while he's here. Other guys have done it as well. The best way to have momentum out into the second half is take it in the locker room with you to end the half. And we got a little bit. I walked in at 0-0. He tied the game. It was 0-0. Now we got to go win the 20 minutes.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.